Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to NBA 2K19. Today, we are going to be doing kind of a help tip tutorial video on Unlimited. A lot of you guys have already been wanting to know the tips and secrets of beating Unlimited because it's not last year. A lot of you guys got used to some very bad habits in 2K18 where a lot of people relied on blow-by, they relied on 5-out, they relied on being a dribble god, they relied on certain plays, which the plays still work to an extent. I feel like the defense is a little bit smarter this year, in my opinion. So you can't run them a ton, but you can run a play here and there to really get things done. So what I'm going to do, as you can see, if we go back here, I have gone 12-0 twice. As you can see in that bottom left-hand corner next to the golden ticket, it says only 20 more tickets needed to enter. I've got 2 entries already, meaning I've already gone 12-0 twice. And if you look at the bottom here, we are 9-0 in this third time around. So I've been absolutely killing it, or I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I've been killing it. I've really only lost one time. And you can say I more lost it for myself than the other guy won it. So I feel like I'm doing pretty good in the unlimited mode. Feel like I truly understand on what's going on. But a lot of you guys might have fallen onto some bad habits. So what I'm going to do is just kind of tell you what I do in unlimited. And the offense is very hard, very difficult to score this year. I'm going to go over a couple different ways on how to score and really just what you need to know to be successful in unlimited. Now, a lot of this stuff is going to require things that you need to practice. Now, this stuff does not just come easy. It is going to take practice. There is no cheese. There is no secret thing that makes you win. It really does come down to a lot of the basketball IQ this year, which a lot of you guys, like I said, not to say that you don't have it, but my team for 2K18, developed a lot of bad habits where all you really had to do was hold the turbo button and just plow right by through everybody, which this is not the case this year. This is probably as close to simulation basketball as 2K can probably get it for the Myteam mode. So we're going to show you how to start taking those W's and succeed in the Myteam Unlimited. Let's start off with my team, and then we'll move on from there. I guess just starting off with my team. Now, this is kind of a lineup reveal. This isn't my final team by any means. I am planning on making a few upgrades here. Within the next little bit, I am going to add a few contracts while we go ahead and talk about this. Main question I probably get the most about your team and how you want to set it up this year is, can I run Giannis and LeBron at point guard this year? Is that a thing, or are small point guards back? I have been rest assured, and I'm glad to inform that normal point guards are definitely the way you want to go this year. As you can see, I'm using Amethyst Stephen Curry, absolute the best point guard in the game, in my opinion, if you know how to maneuver in. And I threw gold limitless range on this puppy. Absolute monster. The limitless range this year is absolutely incredible. I'll probably show that off in my gameplay a little bit, but yes, you do want to run a traditional point guard this year, in my opinion. I've seen a couple people try to run LeBron and Giannis, and guess what? Didn't end up too well for them in the final outcome. So, I would say go with a traditional point guard. Now, a lot of people are asking me, do I need a stretch 5? It's not really important this year. I mean, I still run them because, like I said, that's just kind of my game. I like everyone to be a threat offensively on the court. So for me, I still run a stretch 5. Anthony Davis doesn't have the best 3-ball, but he's got one that can hit. I believe it's a 74 3-ball, which is pretty good. It's good enough to hit a wide open 3 if left open. And then we got Giannis running off the bench. Now, a lot of you guys have gone back to traditional power forwards, which is totally fine. It's definitely valid this year. This game really doesn't rely on speed. You definitely got to move the ball around and get those open sets. So I am still running taller small forward. Now, he's not the tallest. He's an inch smaller than Durant, but I'll probably make an upgrade there. LeBron is not here to stay. I'll probably upgrade to the Amethyst. The Amethyst has way better rebounding than this card. I just haven't made the jump yet. Supposedly, there's supposed to be this market crash once the game officially drops. So I've kind of been holding off to upgrade the team until then. But I am running small forward still at the 4. But can you get away with running bigger small forward, the traditional power forwards this year? Yes. Game has slowed down a lot, so they are now valid as of right now. Now, that could change later on due to patches and things like that, but as of right now, power forwards are still in the, could still be a traditional power forward. Now, I am running a bigger shooting guard. I am running better lockdown shooting guards. They seem to have trouble getting good defense on the shooting guard, so I ran some better defensive guys. Let's just kind of look at my overall team. Like I said, right now this is fine for me. I've been winning with this team. I don't really feel like I need to make too many upgrades. Been kind of saving my MT before when, you know, promo packs come out and better cards come out. People are blowing their MT on all these token sets when we haven't even got our first promo yet. I mean, I don't know. It just kind of seems, you know, a little jump in the gun. I don't blame anybody for doing what they do. Hell, it's their account. Do whatever you want. Go ahead and discard, you know, go ahead and quick sell all your cards for all I care. It's your account. Do whatever the hell you want with it. But I'm just saying, you know, probably hold off. Don't jump the gun. It probably seems like the popular thing to do right now, but probably don't want to go that way. So we've talked enough about the team. Let's get into an actual game. I'll show you what I do to prepare, and then we'll get into some gameplay tips. All right, so we found a game. This is probably the traditional team you'll go up against. Actually, this is a really good, it's a decent team. He's got a few amethysts. He's got Jason Tatum, Karl Towns. Not a bad squad. Probably the traditional team you'll see right now. People that have got the game early pretty much have a stack squad like this already if they're a true Myteamer. So, you know, I'm not too concerned about it, even though my team, I guess, kind of looks a little bit better, but not too much better. I mean, the diamond, I guess, is, yeah, whatever. This is a decent opponent. This should do fine. Right from the get-go, a lot of people ask me what my settings are defensively. I really don't run anything crazy. There's really no secret here. So on ball, I'm going to go to tight. Off ball, I'm going to go to tight. Now, on ball screen, I'm going to go to switch. And then come down here, drive help rules, no help. That's all really I do with those. And then I come over to coach settings. I turn adaptive coaching engine off. For some reason, this always stays on. It hasn't saved. So I am going to turn that off. Basically, what that does is any, you know, schemes that your coach wants to make or offensive changes he wants to make, he gets to have, you know, hands on the wheel with that. I want that turned off. I want everything taken over by me. So, like I said, nothing really crazy with the settings. That's all I do. So what we're going to do with offense, what I kind of do is I kind of with Curry, I noticed dribbling is a lot more overpowered this year. So I'm going to just, basically, I'm just looking for open players. He was wide open on the top of the three. You really just got to pay attention to where your players are spread out throughout the court. Simple IQ stuff. So on defense, I actually try to press the point guard right when he gets about midway of coming across the half court. And as you can see, he's already freaking out. One thing I like to do on defense is I really like to smother them. It makes them feel like they're really like, I don't know, I love to smother, bump into them as close as I can. As you can see, it really makes them start to hurry, make the scramble to make some bad decisions. And as you can see here, leads to some easy transition offense. And how did he miss that dunk? Okay, now pick and rolls. This is one thing you guys are going to have to learn. Pick and roll is one of the main things people do for offense in this game. You guys are going to need to learn how to pick and roll. I will show you guys more about that. A good rebound there. So mainly a lot of your offense is going to come out of good defense, good transition baskets. Just always look for wings or try to move your player out to the wing with the directional pad. Good rebound there. See, another easy transition basket, but I noticed Michael Finley was trailing behind me, so we'll go for an easy bucket there, if you know the release. All right, good rebound there. So here's another example. We're out on a fast break. I see Klay Thompson right in the corner. Always check your wings. The wings, majority of the time, are going to be open. One thing I am going to try here, I am using the Celtics playbook. So what we're going to try here is a little play. It's called the 52 give. I run it from time to time. What it does is you come down the side. You really just have to stand there, and Klay Thompson's going to run around that pick. It gets him open just a little bit, but enough to make the three. That's a play you might want to keep an eye out for. Oh, good steal there, man. Throw it up to Giannis. Big Giannis coming in. Hammer! That was just a highlight. 4 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Giannis! Bang! Giannis! Just really looking for the open, guys. Just watch for collapsing. Keep your eyes open. It's really all about court vision. Make sure you're watching for collapses. Just really paying attention to the floor. Really moving the ball. I try not to let my players hold it for longer than I'd say about 5 seconds, because once you're longer than that, they're really starting to gang up on you on defense. Here's another play I like to run. We'll run down. We'll call it's 51 Hawk. Basically what it does is it leaves a little room open here to just pull a jumper. And if it's blocked, you can come right around and shoot a corner three. All right, guys, one thing I'm going to mention here, don't be afraid to take the limitless range. Just let it fly. If you've got gold limitless, don't be afraid to take it this year. It goes in. Thing that most people know me by is don't be afraid about the trail cheese. What it is you watch your center back, wait for your center to sag off, and then just let it fly like that. Trail cheese. You don't want to do it every time. They will catch on, but it's always good to throw in and pepper in the mix. Right here is kind of a trail, but not really. See how he's in front of me? I'll shoot it from way out there if they've got the limitless range. That's why I always put limitless range on my shooting guards for moments like that. All right, let's go, let's go. Watching for the wing again. Again, the wing is deadly. The wing is your friend, and it's always going to be there on that transition, so always keep an eye. Well, I guess that's the end of that tutorial. This guy doesn't want to play anymore. So, but guys, as you can see, it really just doesn't, it's just not the same. It really just is playing fundamental basketball. But there are a few main points that I wanted to cover that I covered in the gameplay. Some I didn't get to cover in the gameplay because the situation didn't come up enough. So we'll talk about those, the main points that you want to get from this video, and then hopefully you can execute them in the game. Do a lot better in Unlimited. Guys, in talking about defense, like I said, I like to play a little bit aggressively. If that's kind of not working, you want to just kind of maybe give them a little bit of space and just kind of bait them. Bait them a little bit, kind of move in and out, feel like you want to give them a jump shot and you feel like you're baiting them and they feel like they're just about to take a jump shot. Go ahead and move back in. I feel like baiting is something that works really well. It's kind of hard to show that in gameplay because it's all kind of situational. A lot of you guys know how to play defense, but kind of always thinking one step ahead on the defense. Now, if it's Kyrie Irving and it looks like he's going towards the right corner, force him right. You want to get on his left side, play the left side, and so he's forced to go right, and then you've kind of got him trapped on that corner. So it's all about thinking directionally, thinking about the next move. And then also, we talked about having plays, talking about also looking in fast break on transition. Always check for your wings. You can move and force players to go out to their wings directionally when you run a fast break and you're holding turbo. If you press pause, or if you press the pass button and choose the direction you want the pass to go, it'll lead that player to go out to the corner if you're holding left or right, whichever corner you're wanting to go to. And it's called a directional pass. It'll move them out to the corner so they can get out there for the open three or the open jump shot. I mean, depending if they're close enough to the 3-point to get out to the 3-point, but if they're close enough, they'll get behind the line, they'll stay in bounds, and you'll have that open three. The last thing I am going to say that you need to do is guard the pick and roll. Learn to guard the pick and roll. It will be an absolute nightmare for you this year if you do not know how to guard the pick and roll. Remember, you want to be on the player of the person calling the pick. So DeMarcus Cousins is coming up to call a pick. You want to stay close to DeMarcus Cousins as possible, but behind him. So Anthony Davis be an example of my center. DeMarcus Cousins comes up to set the pick for Kyrie Irving. I get onto Anthony Davis. I come up right behind him. Do not stay far off of of DeMarcus Cousins. You want to bring Anthony Davis as close to the picker as possible behind him. And so if Kyrie Irving gets by, Anthony Davis still has enough room to get over there, but it traps DeMarcus Cousins. And you want to be able to learn how to switch on that too. So if, say for instance, if it looks like Kyrie Irving is getting by, you want to hurry and switch back to Damian Lillard to guard that. So if you guys don't really understand what I'm saying because it doesn't make sense based off no real visual with that, I would go watch a couple videos on just any basketball. I mean, it doesn't even have to be 2K, just how to guard a pick and roll. It'll teach you how to guard a pick and roll, but I would practice with your friends, guys. That's really how I learned how to guard pick and roll. Just playing with friends, having them call a bunch of pick and rolls so I can learn how to guard it was one of the main things I learned last year. It wasn't even this year, it was last year that I learned how to guard the pick and roll tremendously well, in my opinion. Like I said, it's all up to debate how well I actually play this game and if you guys really value the opinion I give or not. But I think guarding the pick and roll is going to be your main thing you want to learn on defense, and then just kind of, like I say, it's staying one step ahead of your opponent and kind of guessing on where they're going to go with their offense. But guys, hopefully this video has helped you a little bit. Like I said, it really is just kind of learning basketball IQ, making sure you're passing the ball around. Like I said, I move the ball around a lot. Really try not to let opponent hold the ball for longer than 5 seconds. If I feel like I'm 5 seconds and I don't have an open lane or an open shot, I'm gonna dish it around until I find someone that is. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this tip and tutorial video. If you did, hit the video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you're new, and Richie Nation, party on.